All right, Coach. Opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Guts fielded in the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many runs in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll look to run with Freeman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back to throw here. Being chased out. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant This extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a give to Penny. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Wilson from the gun on third down. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's got room. Nice move at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it.
And pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Benny Logan able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to air this out for ball. That's caught inside the 20. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Penny on the counter. He will push his way down to about the 14. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Spinning away. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big hook. All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A handoff to Penny. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. After the penalty, it's Penny. Breaks a tackle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about, let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And got his man. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. Third and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 2nd down now, Scott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. On first down, Scott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Leopard. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Devontae Freeman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot. What was going on? Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. But take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Barney! Watching now, Barney! Barney!
They'll toss it to Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Coleman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll air this one toward. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Coleman in the final seconds first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Leopard!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Oh, he can't hang on into it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
I can push him on the back.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Penny, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Wilson to throw on 2nd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
I'm trying to strip the ball.
And a big 32-yard play on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from the 3-and-out. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
A first down carry for Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll run it again with Penny. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Brooks Reed with a tackle. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On third down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
14. 95.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go back to the ground now with Penny. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, it's Penny, and that play went absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Penny, and an alley to run. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On first down, Scott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Jackson. The quick feet, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Gets fielded in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can.